Hello everyone on YouTube. Today we're watching Kleaper and from the video of pathogenic become disease, infect hosts, create giga cancer. What is giga cancer? It's like better version cancer? Which cancer? That's a good question. 3, 2, 1 and go.
Epilepsy warning. Here is this game in 3 sentences. You are a disease. You have infected this man. Now, go kill him.
Okay, that's escalated. Jesus
Pathogenic,
Christ.
a game where you play as a single cell, fight through every major organ, and evolve over and over again to survive the greatest bullet hell of all, the immune system. And we're going to beat this by becoming a nanomachine, eating 300 mitochondria, and violating all known laws of biology to engineer a colossal, game-breaking cancer.
Oh my,
So welcome to
it's like an
Pathogenic.
acid.
If we head into play, we can go ahead and pick whichever specific type of organism we'd like to play as. There is the standard bacterium. Basically, we are trying to play as a disease, fight our way through a bunch of organs, and kill some random dude. Now, most of the organisms in this game evolve over time. They get new forms, they get bigger, yada yada yada.
Yeah,
We
like
are
normal
playing as something
viruses.
completely different. Because instead of any kind of living disease, we are playing as a nanobot. Once we select, the first thing
okay.
we can do is choose from all of our starting gear. We can go ahead and put a couple of these tendrils on, and then
What they gives 71 damage per second, 100 damage every 1.4 second. Okay, I think that's good amount for the very beginning.
upgrade one of them, and then I can also put a
Where's the okay, I see that you can like take 4 of those green ones, 1 orange, 1 blue and 1 green. Okay, so he like took 2 normal and 1 is upgraded to uncommon version.
flagellum so we can actually move. Otherwise, we are just a dead block of metal. So, as you can see here, we start all the ways in the skin, at the very bottom of the body in a random cut. We can move around with the WASDA, shoot, which is in this case just stab people with our spears, basically. And then we have a little dodge. If we press tab, we can go in and actually move and arrange around all of our different parts.
You can like upgrade or change yourself in real time? That's interesting. Coming out as a virus and just killing a dude.
And the first thing I'm going to do is just combine everything into 1 giga tendril. So now we have 1 legendary tendril that's going to do a ton of damage. This thing in the center is the most important thing in the world because it is the great powerhouse of the cell, the mitochondria, or mitochondrion. I'm not really a biology guy. I don't know if there's a difference. Okay, now we look really weird with missing 2 of the tendrils. So as soon as we head to the first group, you can see we have all the enemies that we just need to kill. We're going to get a bunch of currency whenever we actually win a fight. Because
yeah, I found that with the legendary spear you can just go through them. It's like what, 3 times better?
we are the nanobot, the most important thing for us is that we don't have health. We have a singular point of health in the bottom left and a whole bunch of armor instead of health. We can spend that currency, by the way, down at a shop over here, and
how does it work? How do you have shop in the body?
Good. I will actually just go and buy this 5 DNA, because every time we get enough DNA, we can evolve. And on to the next fight, where, okay, I almost take a random point of damage because I'm not good at games. As we keep progressing around, we can now get a shop over here, a lateral.
Not good at games. Your series with Warhammer, I would say, a little different.
So this is excitable, which means it only works while overcharged, and our mitochondria in the center is going to overcharge for 15 seconds when we enter a room, so I guess this will only work for a little bit. So as soon as I enter the room, there we go, it's going to start working, and it's just going to fire lasers. Oh my god.
What kind of machine gun is that?
They do so much damage. Also, now we're going to evolve, which means we get to pick from one of these random mutations. Normal diseases in this game will kind of evolve over time and get bigger and get different forms. We get get to build our form. So down here, I can actually slap a square block right onto the bottom. So that's going to give us another slot for overcharge effects and a whole bunch of other fun stuff. So now we're actually going to be a little bit bigger, and we can slap a few more instruments on ourselves, such as this is garbage, random short range attack. This is can only shoot while overcharged. Oh, wait a minute. So now we can just take that and put it right on our guy. And I guess now for the first 15 seconds whenever we enter a room, we are insanely powerful. And then after that, we kind of suck. Yes, okay, now we're already destroying more projectiles.
This is very American virus starting to be. Like a very, very American virus.
Projectiles that I can keep track of. All right, there we go. Another room cleared, and right below us is the boss. But I want to clear out the rest of these rooms for a little bit more money first.
Oh, he's a boss.
I don't know what that is.
Never mind.
We have our 15-second power spike every time we enter a room, and also that guy just blew up into dust. You also might have noticed the little stamina bar. There's like a little stamina circle in the top right of my character, so I can't keep shooting forever, and I will run out of stamina. Then I need to regenerate for a second. Also, there we go. See, my 15 seconds are up, and now all I have is this. And there we go. Ooh, plus 15% overcharge strength for mitochondria. I am going to take that so that our mitochondria is a little bit stronger. I'm also going to head back to the shop. There is a fast travel on the map. I would really like to grab the tripled attacks, but I think it's probably better to just re-roll and see if we can get something good. Or finer, upgrades the rarity of a random organelle after being overcharged for 120 seconds. So this is an internal one, so we can go buy this, and then we can slap it right in the bottom down there. So now this mitochondria is gonna, as soon as entering a room, it's gonna overcharge all of our attacks and also start to charge this refiner to upgrade our stuff. I will travel back to the boss, and hopefully this doesn't take longer than 15 seconds, because that's really all we have damaged. The multi-nucleated giant cell. Okay, now it is getting completely annihilated. Wait, hold on a second. There we go. And it should be dead. There we go. Another 2-3 armor is insanely lucky. Thank goodness. We can get a little bit more max HP, which I don't really care about. We're not really going to be having health for most of this run. I could get a spore cannon, which is kind of garbage, or a vacuole, which can store overcharge and then release it. So I'm actually going to grab this and then put it in our stash on the left. There's nothing at the shop that I really want. I think everything here is pretty garbage. So we can head back and move on to the next floor, which is all the way up to the intestines. The scary, scary intestines, which this map is just literally a gigantic intestine.
How does it work? Like, our victim cannot, like, move, cannot walk. How does it work right now?
Boss is at the end, but we want to get as much loot as we can beforehand. Oh my goodness, just destroying everything with the overcharge. I do kind of want to optimize this a little bit, where I want to wait until my mitochondria is completely depleted before starting any more combats, since I want to be able to upgrade my stuff. Another room is going to have mines, and right now we are insanely powerful for this stage of the game, which is really, really fortunate. I'm also surprised that I have not gotten hit yet, because, you know, I am not known for being particularly good at bullet hell games. This one has completely captured my attention, which is very abnormal. Our next mutation is actually, all of these are kind of garbage. I will grab the next mutation you pick is applied twice, so now we'll just do that so we can get double mutations the next time. The shop is going to have nothing particularly good. Wait, that's ridiculous.
After 6 successful attacks from connected organelles, overcharge for 2.4 seconds. Oh my god. So this will be fun. This is going to be infinite overcharge. So with the infinite overcharge, he will be shooting like infinitely. Well, he need to look out about this stamina.
Okay, well, first I'm going to buy some DNA, but this thing is, after 6 successful attacks from connected organelles, overcharged for 4.2 seconds. It's ephemeral, which means it will destroy itself in 10 rooms, but that is an insanely good thing for a mitochondria. Now, I don't want to take it right now because it is ephemeral, but what we can do is take it and then put it in our stash and only bring it out when we need it. But for right now, we are just going to come back to the shop later and keep doing fights along the intestinal will track, there we go, some enemies. I'm sure if I knew biology in quite literally any capacity, oh my god, almost got hit. A lot of these enemies would make a lot more sense because they would be things that I'd actually know what they are. Unfortunately, I have zero knowledge of biology whatsoever, so I'm basically just...
Maybe for me it's not like zero, but very low amount. And he... Perfect shot because he got shot. But he took some damage.
Oh, we got hit for the first time of the entire run. That is unfortunate. Because we use armor, and armor is not terribly common, unfortunately. We really need to be careful about not getting hit. Get away from me. I don't know what this thing is, but, you know, if this guy is infected with both whatever that is and me, he is quite unhealthy. The next thing I want to get, I think I'm gonna do a triangle module, so we'll put this here. The triangle is basically much better for damage. Oh, that's right, we get 2. I totally forgot about that. Oh shoot, I actually didn't want 2 triangles. Oh, that's actually not good. Okay, well instead what I think I can do is put another triangle over on this right side. Then I can start moving all of our various guns. I'll put
looking
the vacuole right
strange.
here. Okay, there we go. I think this is a little bit more worthy. Actually, what I really want to do is, actually, I could probably just manually swap these. So I can swap this, power online my thing right here for just a second, then go back in and re-swap them. There we go. Now we're min-maxing. All right, the next room is nothing super noteworthy. I love in this game the
min-maxing, starting min-maxing game where you're a virus. Well, not a virus. Here it's nanomachine. But still.
Of all, but also there's all kinds of things that are usually trying to grab you from the edges of the screen. So you can see that these little things will try and grab me and prevent me from moving. And these are these leeches? Dude, what is this guy eating? Genuinely, if I don't kill
Salmonella.
Genuinely, if I don't kill him, I think one of the many other things he's consuming will. And of course, back to min-maxing, I'm just gonna go put these back and recharge everything 3 times. Oh my goodness, another hit. I am really trying to not get hit, even though I am,
starting to get
not
hits,
particularly good.
but very stupid way. He just went into the enemies, not by, those bullets.
There we go. We got another armor up there, which is really nice. I would really like another square module. We can put this right here. And then I am going to, of course, min-max once again in order to try and farm another upgrade. There we go, which is amazing. Oh, now we have a rare vacuole. Oh, that's so much better. The item down here is going to have a cancerous ephemeral...
Let me read this correctly. Ephemeral cancerous vehicle. Cancerous +1 stat boost. Spreads out of control. Okay.
Vacuole. I don't think I should be using this. Beyond the obvious implication of injecting myself with cancer, this is going to destroy itself in 10 rooms, and it will spread into all of the available spaces on the cell, or nanobot. It will also not discriminate, so it will take over the other things and duplicate itself into those. So I don't really want to have that. The attractor is actually not horrible, so we can just go ahead and throw that on here. Oh my god, okay. Making these things home was a very good decision. So even the ones that go behind me are now able to home, which is insanity. Holy
now
crap.
He can.
And of course, as soon as we're...
Now he is like not thinking about aiming, he can just shoot. He's starting to be very American.
Out of our like couple of seconds, our 20 seconds now of actual charge, we are completely cooked in terms of damage. Fortunately, the spear is just barely good enough, our little pokey stick. And over here, we will get a starved oxysome. It will lower damage unless it's overcharged. Wait a minute, that seems insane. So if I go ahead and I take this, and we're gonna have to get rid of the homing just for a little bit. These 2 weapons only work while overcharged, so this is always going to be buffing their attack by 160%. All right, we're almost to the boss.
If only he could just combine those 2 things, that it will be homing and boosted with the damage. Jesus Christ, this would be like a nuking, but nuking with any machine gun.
Shouldn't be too bad. Oh my god, the damage is so insane. Plus 160% damage was definitely a very, very good move. What I do want to do first is I'm actually going to head back to the shop, and then I'm going to buy this recuperative mitochondria, which is going to make us overcharge even harder. It is ephemeral though, so I don't actually want to use it. I'm probably just going to use it only for bosses because it only degrades for every room we bring it out. The part about this game that just really seems so cool to me, it's just the art style combined with the really good gameplay, and not to mention the insanely good music. All the music I'm going to be using from this video is from the soundtrack for this game. All right, I think we can get...
No, but with the graphic, it's look clean and simple, not like pixel art, but very clean and simple, but it have a charm. This has a charm. I don't know, I like it. For me, it looks very nice.
Away with not having the recuperative mitochondria for this fight. We might need it for the later ones, but I want to try and be greedy with it. And it is an Ascarius. I do not know what that is, unfortunately, but I do know that it is getting completely sauced. I really need more stamina. That's kind of my limiting factor right now, besides the overcharge. Oh my god, he just died immediately. Unfortunately, with armor, we can't go over 12 points of armor, which is not ideal, but what we did get is a sacrificial vein. This thing is very good, especially for the nanobot, because the massively best part about being a nanobot is negative HP. So I can sacrifice 5 of my health for this thing right here.
Sacrifice 5 of your health while you have 1. How is that possible?
Interestingly, this gives me 3 max HP in of itself, but I don't really care. And now you can see I have no health. Literally 0. As a matter of fact, I've actually got like negative 4 HP right now, so I don't even need this. I'm just gonna recycle this for a little bit of DNA towards our level up. And this legendary galvanic sac is actually pretty good. This epic Golgi apparatus is not very good, so we're just gonna recycle that again to get a level up for free. And we're going to get adrenaline plus 40% damage plus 40% attack speed when 2 or less HP.
I see where this is going. It's like glass cannon, but with armor.
I have negative HP, so this is always going to be active for us. So it is just a straight up plus 40% movement speed and plus 40% damage. I'm also going to sacrifice another 5 hearts for this legendary galvanic sac, which is kind of insane. Our stash is kind of full right now, so we really need to get a level up and more places to actually put stuff, but all the stuff in that sacrifice vein is basically free for us because we've already got like negative 15 HP or something. Also, I'm going to grab the +1 stamina container because that's going to be insanely helpful. There shouldn't be anything left at the shop that is very useful. No, all this is kind of useless. So we can just head in and on to the next level, which is the stomach. The thing about the stomach is, well, we're literally in a stomach, so we're actually being digested. You can see the little storm that's happening on the edges, so we kind of need to move a little faster in this level than the other ones. Even
starting to change to a battle royale. But you are the main character.
As we completely buzzsaw through everything, holy crap. This does mean that I have to be a little bit more expedient about my min-maxing of all of these upgrade things, unfortunately. Right now, we are ridiculously powerful for this part of the game, mostly because we got all of these mitochondria that are working for us. We also now have arc lightning, which is probably not very healthy to have inside someone's stomach, but then again, we're not exactly trying to be healthy for this person. We are literally a disease of nanobots, and this should be
how did you manage to create nanobot that is a disease? Where's the logic?
Last guy over here, there we go. And I would very much like another square module, probably just down here. Oh my god, we actually got hit once. Oops. Interestingly, we can actually pick up HP. Oh wait, no, can we not? Can we not? Oh, I thought we could. It would just kind of get reduced to atoms because it's like we are in debt by so much health right now. All right, that 15 seconds is
I think it's like
up, and there we go.
Minus
okay, we're able to finish.
one, and that's all.
Everything off. The DNA on the ground actually does go away away over time, so I need to collect that before it goes away. Basically, it's a metric of how greedy do I want to be, and if you guys know anything about me, I am going to be extremely greedy, even if it means I might die. I'll take another square module
Of course.
Put it right down here. This game reminds me a lot of, in a lot of different ways, Binding of Isaac, which is a amazing game. Oh man, okay, again,
Is it though? Maybe a little. In some concept, I see that, but I don't know. We'll see how. Well, in Isaac, you could shoot at tears, and those tears could be incredible busted as you can combine items. I don't know how this is here.
I need to be a little more careful. I am actually taking damage now, so we should probably not be horrible at the game, which is, of course, an impossible task for me. Oh, no. As soon as I no longer have any overcharge...
Another damage.
Basically running the crack
Not good.
mitochondria build, where whenever we don't have the mitochondria active, we are totally useless. Also, both of these are not very good. I am honestly just gonna recycle. I mean, I could just throw this weapon
You
here
have slots.
randomly, I guess.
This
It's
is
not the
another
worst thing in the world.
damage.
Oh my god, wait, what just caused my projectiles to get like 3 times larger? What is happening? We can get a regenerator, a rare regenerator, oh my god. So we can actually use HP, but every time we do anything with HP, it has a 50% chance to turn into armor instead. So even if we are just generating normal hearts, they have a pretty decent likelihood of turning into normal health. So now I could just sit here and use my battery essentially in order to not only upgrade my stuff, but now possibly generate more health as well. I would also really like to level...
But maybe not on this level, as stomach will dissolve you if you will not be quick enough.
Up one more and get another triangle, because we are wasting a whole bunch of overcharge right now, and none of these are what I want. I will get more damage for each active mitochondrion though. That's pretty nice. The shop is going to have hopefully something actually good. This is absolute garbanzo. I think I've taken this.
I'll explode on impact, damaging enemies and the player. Oh, I don't think Kleaper will use it
once, and it killed me. This is Garbanzo number 2, and this is Garbanzo number 3. We can re-roll for a little bit of currency, and after each kill overcharge, I really like that. So I'll buy one of these, Berserk Mitochondrion, put it there. So now as we get kills, we overcharge even more, and that is going to put into our Rare Refiner and Epic Regenerator. I'll re-roll one more time, and an Apex Nidus to spawn a melee minion is actually really good, but I'm kind of running out of space on my nano machine right now, so oh my god, we're just gonna vaporize. Yep, there we go. Let's just give him the old 1-2. Goodbye, Mr. Skull-X. That was, you know, that was a moment of all time. Chromatophore lens. Press E to fire a laser beam for 2 seconds. 1,000 damage per second. Now that sounds...
Excuse you? I beg your finest pardon. Press E to fire a laser beam for 2 seconds. 1,000 damage per second, so you just deal 2,000 damage. Needs 10 seconds of overcharge to charge up. Okay, I think with this build it's not that complicated and it's hard.
Like something I really want. I am going to drop the attractor, unfortunately. I just don't think it's very good right now. And you can see that my regenerator just popped out a free heart for us, which is awesome. We are going to get another upgrade, which will be for itself. Oh my god, it's now a legendary regenerator? Only 30 seconds of overcharge to get a heart is insane. I'm also gonna buy this chromophoric lens, and we're just gonna throw that in our stash as well. This thing is insanely powerful, so we'll just save it for probably a boss, even though we are already 1,734 damage. What? What
Excuse
is happening? Why does it do so much damage? I guess it's the combination of this thing combined. Wait a minute. I don't even think that 1,734 is counting the starved oxysome. Oh my god, this thing's damage is absolutely insanity.
Oh,
no wonder we're vaporizing everything. And now we are going to be able to head to the liver, which I think is probably one of the easier areas. Each area is themed its own separate segment offensive ways. Of course, it's kind of hard to tell those when everything just kind of dies instantly on screen. Okay, first time I've actually successfully dodged something in this game. Holy crap. I would really not
I see
mind
there's
getting
a problem
shop
with spacing
early,
here.
or at least enough level up points to get another piece on me. We're kind of running out of spots to put anything, which is a little unfortunate, and these guys are... I'm not even sure what's happening anymore. I'm gonna be totally honest. All I do know is that I'm out of energy, so now I'm stuck with this crappy poker. I will go with another square module, I guess. We'll just throw that down there. Sure, why not? I've also finally got space for the chromophore lens, so we can just put that right here and use that against the next unfortunate enemy in the next room. There, oh my goodness, it is a very large laser beam, and I think it is also just going to get continuously overcharged from our berserk mitochondria as well. Yep, fire the laser beam. Oh no, okay, now we're back to basically backup power, and it's kind of garbage. One of the nice things is melee weapons will actually destroy projectiles, and there are...
I think you need something to, like, have a weapon to when his overcharge is not, like, depleted. Oh yes, this is a good word. Depleted.
Ways to overcharge from it, which is pretty nice. I'll unlock this chest and get more HP that I definitely don't need at this point. We are far
So why
too
you
wealthy
opened
for
it?
that right now. Oops, I didn't mean to fire that laser. I forgot. Everything is bound to my E key. Honestly, right now I'm really just on the hunt for more mitochondria. The more mitochondria we have, I think our damage problem is basically solved at this point. Well, you know, me running into projectiles haphazardly is always an issue, I guess. Honestly, the biggest problem in the liver is the environment, and the next level is going to be lungs, and the lungs is extremely annoying because that is where I run into walls again and again and again. Actually, that does happen a lot in the lungs. And also here, I'll take the next mutation you pick is applied twice again. Sure, why not? Wait, no, I didn't want to go in here. I wasn't ready. No, I needed to min-max my upgrades. Normal people, when they play a fast-paced shooter game, man, I can't wait to get through the level as fast as possible. Of course, when I play it, I am more than satisfied with sitting here for like 8 years just to click E a bunch of times to min-max just a tiny bit of mitochondria energy onto an upgrader. The spikes on the walls are my biggest enemy right now. They actually reach out at you as you get closer, which is kind of cool. Everything really feels alive in this game, except for
interesting
me, because
detail.
I feel as brain dead as ever, as I am continuously forgetting that I still need to clear these rooms really quickly to not run out of energy. Attacks arc to other affected attacks. On hit, fires
two perpendicular lasers. On hit.
Perpendicular lasers. Both of these seem really, really good, and I want to come back to both of them. Whoa, a random multi-delineated. I can't even finish saying the name before he's dead. The nanobot is too
powerful?
Insane. My nanobot is looking like a, I don't know, half-circumcised penis right now. Wait.
I beg your finest pardon. What did you say, Kleaper?
Insane. My nanobot is looking like a, I don't know, half-circumcised penis right now.
I'm got it. I was thinking about some good comment, finding a good word for that, but I'm out of any words and any comments about that.
Wait, it got upgraded to legendary? 2,456 damage? I'm using weapons that I can't even aim, and I'm still dealing this much damage. Honestly, maybe the fact that I'm not aiming it is what's making it do damage. Anyways, on to the next room where I am going to obliterate these guys in the middle with a giant laser beam. So we have insane survivability because we are constantly regenerating health. We are scaling pretty ridiculously. The only
yeah, with every few, I don't know, maybe minutes, you're just upgrading by default your items, just like that. Jesus Christ, this is getting really, really broken.
The problem I have is for the final fight in the game, I am a little bit worried because it is a fight that is really, really long. So if we don't have enough ways to generate energy off our mitochondria, our damage goes from 2456 to 0. Also, our refiner is now legendary. That is so insanely good.
I'm just already random. Yeah. How?
A Giaria Lambini. I don't really know what that is. I don't really know what
hell
that is.
is
I'm gonna
that?
be real. I do
Can
know that
biologist
these guys are
says
actually
what is
healing
this?
it, and it's a good thing that I have that melee weapon because it's destroying most of the enemy projectiles that come in front of us. Uh-oh. Now I have to fight the boss with nothing. And
With
okay,
nothing.
He blew himself up. Nice. Wait, is that an ossificator? Spawns 1 armor after being overcharged for 60 seconds. Oh my god. That's so
He's nearly
good.
every time
At its
overcharged.
base level, it does about the same as the Lich end of the time anyways.
Okay.
So I am probably gonna pick one up towards the end of the level. Also, I like how I can buy another max HP here, but I am quite literally like 10 HP in debt, so buying 1 HP is gonna actually do nothing.
Gives
I think
nothing.
the optimal move for me is to actually just spin around in circles because it allows me to maximize my damage both behind and in front of me. There we go. See, this is exactly what was
Just
intended.
shooting
Oh
and
crap!
killing.
I'm
You
actually out
did
of
nothing.
wait, this is actually kind of bad. These are enemies that heal, so I have to focus the guys in the middle first. Wait, where's the electricity coming from? I don't have... Oh, I do have a random electricity attack. I honestly...
Yeah,
we're
you
at the
have
point
something.
where
You
I'm not
said
even
something
sure what
about
my
that.
own attacks are doing anymore.
Oh,
And there's
2 damage.
2 HP. That's kind of bad. There we go. Okay, this is either going to brick my entire build, or it's going to be Mega Giga Brain, and it's that I'm going to put a triangle module here and another one here. Okay, I think I made a mistake. I think this was not the right thing to do. Both of these still need to be powered, and I guess I can do something weird like this? Wait, orbiting arc that blocks enemy projectiles. Oh, that actually seems really good. When blocking a projectile overcharge, I probably...
Oh,
Wait a
no.
minute. Can I farm this? Can I cheese the game? I think I can. Okay, so this thing is eternal, which means it's going to be locked in wherever I put it. I cannot move this thing the moment I put it down, but I am wondering if I go into a room and I just sit there over and over. Is it possible for me to get... Oh my goodness, it's rotating like this? Wait a minute, I think this is possible. Okay, well, unfortunately, the only fight left is the boss. So actually, I think I might have mistimed this very, very badly. Okay, well, if that's the case, I'm actually gonna put everything back the way it was before. I should be able to walk in here and... Oh, I don't even know what enemy this is, but I do know that I'm actually taking a lot of damage. Hold on a second. What is happening? What is happening?
Damage.
I would like to know. I would like to have information as to what's happening. These guys are actually not dying that fast compared to all the other ones, so the bosses are clearly scaling pretty well. Honestly, all of these are kind of completely garbage. I guess I'll just take the random scatter projector and we can just throw it on here somewhere. I'd actually really like the lateral emitter. I think that could be really, really cool. It's a very strange thing so that whenever it hits someone, it will do that. What? Oh my god, I didn't think it would look like that.
What the hell?
Shop is the ossificator, and I feel like I really just need to grab one of those because it's so insanely good. I'll re-roll once, get nothing that I care about, and then we will leave. And I'm gonna have to do some serious AFK grinding in the lungs. Okay, so all I need to do is find a room that is particularly easy, and then I will sit there and attempt to upgrade every single thing I have. There is no way that this is a good idea, but honestly, I have to try. So first, I just want to kill almost every enemy that doesn't fire projectiles. Oh my god. Okay, maybe it will be harder. Oh my god. It is actually going to take some serious effort to not kill all the enemies here. I'm trying to not kill them. I'm trying to not kill them. I don't know what's happening.
You know you're playing good when you're trying not to destroy your enemies and you're destroying them anyway. You know that you're going in a good way.
Okay, honestly, I think I can grind on these guys. They're not very tough. Honestly, I think I'd rather... I'm just gonna face tank these guys. I don't want to kill this guy over here. There we go. I just blocked a projectile. I just got hit needlessly again. Okay, there goes one. No, I killed the other. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I need him to fire actual projectiles at me. Okay, so now I absorb again. You know what? I'll see you guys later in like, I don't know, a couple of hours or something.
6.5 hours later.
Of course.
You know, this enemy and I have become intimately familiar at this point. I know exactly all the patterns of this attack now. An enemy that I probably did not pay even a I'm the dumbest person on the planet.
1 eternity later.
Okay, a good long while later, and I think I have done everything that I wanted, so I'm just going to vaporize this guy completely. And
After all those
what is
years.
happening? Legendary, 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 legendary. Okay, so now every single thing I have is legendary. Nice. Now let's go head into the next room and see what. Oh my God, what is happening? The laser on the right click is bouncing off the wall, and it's creating more lasers accidentally. Okay, well that was something. Goodbye, you. Oh my God. Wait, it gets like stuck on itself. Oh my God, my own shield is blocking my laser. I didn't even realize that that would happen. It is difficult to understand which of the lasers is mine and which of them are my enemies at this point. Besides giving all of our weapons some pretty ridiculous amounts of damage, legendary everything now means that our mitochondria here starts the room with 30 seconds of overcharge. This one double overcharges for 5 seconds whenever we get a kill. This one charges for 5.5 seconds. Everything just sort of immediately blows up into a giant cascade of laser beams, and some of these laser beams are just very, very hard to tell in terms of the effects of everything else now. I am going to add a new triangle here, and of course that doesn't do what I wanted it to. That's really awesome. Of course, whether that works out or it doesn't, we are still basically destroying every single thing that comes across our path. We are in the second to last level right now, so it's just about getting as powerful as we can, and believe me, oh no, bounces off walls and enemies. Wait, converts all equipped weapons into the selected one? You've got...
How broken this will be. How broken this will be.
Gotta be kidding me. I could convert everything into this lateral vent. On the one hand, I love that idea. On the other hand, I feel like that could basically lock me out of the game if I do something wrong. I think I would be quite strange if I didn't just immediately turn everything into these legendary lateral vents. Oh wait, they're not excited. Or they're not excitable. Wait, you can combine 2 legendaries for a mythic? It does 6,000 damage.
Excuse me? This is like more than twice better. More. How? Oh Lord. This will not go well for the enemies, not for us.
Mitch, what am I looking at? So let's just throw that on there. Let's combine this for a mythic. Okay, I was gonna say no way I can add another one on there. Okay, so now we have a mythic lateral. We have 2 mythic lateral vents. This does 6,000 damage per second, not including the oxysome. So as soon as I walk into the room, I should, yes, okay, literally everything just vaporizes instantaneously. Actually, wait, I think I have an even better idea for this. I think this is not really up to par. There is clearly something stronger I can do here. I just need to laser beam every other thing on the map first. If I move this to here instead, now whenever I fire, it's just gonna be like this. Actually, wait, no, I can do this even better. Here we go. Now this is actually gonna be a little better. Now I can press E to get a little bit of a burst out of this, which is definitely very good. And we can just walk into the next room. This is a really far tunnel. And I'm not even gonna look where I'm going. I'm just gonna spin in circles and fire laser beams. The best part is these things don't even take up like any stamina. They're super easy to fire anyways. I do have to worry about the laser beams a little bit. Okay, well, I guess they have to worry more about my laser beam. And of course, I have generated so much health just through the process of just doing normal stuff. Oh my god, another mitochondria. I don't need this. Another vacuole. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Can I upgrade the vacuole and make it mythic? Well, I feel like I would be doing a disservice if I didn't at least try. Wait a minute, I just realized. If I bind this vacuole to this button and then I press E, oh my god, the vacuoles just charge each other. Wait a minute, I think I've just figured out an infinite energy thing. Holy Actually,
Lord,
yes,
no.
indeed, it seems like I have. So then we can just swap these, and now they're just gonna start charging each other. Oh, this is vile. So 1 charge of the vacuole restores 2 charges of the other vacuole. Yeah, okay, we've just broken mass conservation law at this point, and now we have infinite mitochondria charge with 2 vacuoles just endlessly bouncing between each other. Normally, this isn't supposed to happen. You can see it requires 6 seconds of overcharge to store 5, but actually we have a couple of boosts to the overcharge strength of the mitochondria, so the mitochondria has truly become the powerhouse of the cell because it has just gone infinity. Aha! So we can combine them to get a
Wait, what's the difference? 8 charges and 5 seconds. It's not a huge boost. I'm not sure about that.
mythic vacuole. The thing is, I just don't want one. I would much rather have these 2 incredibly busted legend.
If you would have 2 mythic. Oh lord.
Legendary vacuoles that just endlessly bounce off each other than anything else. Oh my god, wait, if I just bind them both to E, I don't even have to worry about this, and I can just mash E, and it just keeps working. Oh, this is so evil. Now, the real question is, if we can get access to something else that allows me to abuse this whole charge mechanic, we are gonna have an even more ludicrous thing that we can do a little bit later. And I would very much like to see if we can find a shop, because I think we'll be able to get it in there. Wait, what? I just got pushed into the next area. I was in the menu. That's insane. How dare you do this to me? Unfortunately, it's not really gonna matter, but still, I was trying to look into what I could customize, and the game just decided, nah, I'm gonna throw you into the next zone. Anyways, I am gonna take and put down another square module over here. I think that's the best idea. Then I can put 1 vacuole here and 1 vacuole here. At this point, I'm not even caring about losing health because it just doesn't really matter. I'm able to regenerate fully every single piece of health I lose. So it's just a matter of sprinting and taking a bunch of damage and clearing it as fast as I can. Now let's see what we can get from the shop. I am hoping that I can find a certain buyable mutagen. Oh my goodness, this is what I was looking for.
Creates 5 times after being over. Oh no! So you create DNA after overcharged, but you overcharge all the time. Kleaper, what have you done?
This or a different one, but mutagen is also pretty good too. So mutagen is going to generate DNA whenever it's overcharged, and we have infinite overcharge, which means we have infinite DNA. So I am just going to buy that, which is perfect. We'll throw it right there. I'll also get the legendary refiner out. Why not? Just so we can upgrade that mutagen too. And then I am just going to sit here and press E. If you remember correctly, DNA is the way that we level up. So that means that we now have access to infinite amounts of levels. And there's the first level up of many. Another adrenaline plus 40% damage plus 40% attack speed. Sure, why not? For our 3rd level up, I could take another adrenaline. Instead, I would like to just throw down another square module. Active abilities require 35% less overcharge time to activate. Wait, I think that just makes the legendary vacuoles even better somehow. Actually, if I want to be even more optimal, I can just kind of keep swapping them to be doubly on the DNA, and it has 5x charge right now. It is producing so fast. Oh my god, I was looking for this, and I don't know if it works with vacuoles. Active abilities activate automatically as soon as they're charged and need 50% less time to charge. So, if I take this, is it just gonna always be active and I don't have to press the button? Oh, I see. It only applies when I'm in combat, I think. Which is still helpful, but it doesn't really automate the process very much. Also, you've probably noticed the insane abundance of hearts here.
Yeah, I see that.
I basically have infinite health at this point. I mean, not technically when we're in a fight, but I think I actually have a solution to that. Wait, I was hoping for this. After getting hit, 2x overcharge for 7 seconds. Vengeful mitochondrion. I believe there's a room with spikes somewhere around here. There they are. Wait, no, they don't do damage to me if I'm not in combat. Oh, that's evil. Is it so wrong of me to just want to take a little bit of damage? I'm actually scared of the game crashing, so I'm just gonna take off my regeneration things. Yes! 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 I have been waiting so long just to get this ability. Gain 3 cores when getting hit. Because I have basically infinite health right now, if I can find a way to just get hit a whole bunch of times, we can also get basically infinite currency as well. Meaning we can re-roll the shop as many times as we want in order to get whatever items we want. I am going to re-roll once for 12 because what I really want is none of these. Okay, these are both garbage. Unfortunately, there's nothing left to do but the boss and 1 billion hearts that are sitting in there. So we can actually go ahead and just do the boss. I actually need to equip myself because we have turned into an abomination. Genuinely, the main thing I'm trying to do is not one-shot the boss. I would like to farm as much money as I possibly can off this guy, if that is possible. So, okay, that might make things a little more difficult. This is going to kill everybody instantly. This might kill everybody instantly. I've actually unbound my giant laser beam because I know it's going to kill everything in the room. So let's see if... Okay, well, deal 5,000 damage in a single hit. Wait, oh my goodness. All right, that guy was actually kind of saucing me for a second, but I just wanted to get hit enough times so that I could try and charge a little bit of DNA. Oh my God, another insane pull. A vesicle. Conduit that passes on the effects of connected organelles. I also got a whole bunch more money.
I don't know what that means.
Maybe I can find something good here. I will take this extensor because I know that this thing can get really, really silly. My body has gotten so large that I can no longer see half of it when I'm even in this menu. It's just cut off because I'm building too far to the left. Also, the barrier that goes around me no longer fully protects my front. You can see that it's just not big enough and it leaves the front guns completely exposed to damage. Okay, the game is starting to bug out a little bit. I don't know if you see on the map, but 2 of these things are not like the others. Hearts are now glitching outside the map. They've actually gone through this tube several times because there's just too many of them in here. Aha! I was looking for the secret room the whole time, and inside is a single item. Well, I think I've done pretty much all I can do here on this map, so it's time to head to the final area, the heart. Now, the heart is a little different because it tells us the rewards that we're going to get from each specified area, so we can try to go over here for what I think is an item. And all the enemies here are definitely not easy, but, you know, it's kind of hard to deal with this. Actually, wait a second. This enemy might be absolutely perfect. Oh my God, look at the energy. The vengeful thing is triggering, and it is like boosting everything into the stratosphere. I'm also just getting a crap load of money because I get money every time I get hit. So, well, looks like this one enemy is my ticket to basically infinite dollars. Okay, I think I have trolled this guy for long enough. I've got $648. We can just go ahead and kill him and everything else on the map. I don't know how many level ups this is gonna give us because I stopped keeping track of the amount of DNA. Wait, the game bugs out. It only counts as 1 level up. That's crazy. Well, I guess we completely broke the game in a different way than what I was actually intending, because we have collected literally like 1,000 DNA or something, but it only leveled us up once. I assume the reason is that you can't level up until the end of the actual thing, or you can't level up until the end of the room. So, I mean, I'll just take a little bit of damage here. We'll see what kind of DNA we can farm, and then I will completely annihilate every single thing on the map. Interestingly, these spiky chests are actually very, very nice because we can just open them to...
It's starting to be some kind of spaceship looking like thing. And it's massive. It's really massive.
Take damage for free, and then use that to farm even more charge. Wait a minute, I've upgraded my fins so much that if I just come over here and I overcharge them, oh my God, if I sprint, I can make it. Oh my God, I can make it. You're not supposed to go this way. I am off the map. Wait, it's gonna put me into a new combat zone. This combat zone isn't even on the map. Oh my God, I'm back here. Wait, I can complete the entire heart map. Yeah, okay, so if I just swim all the ways back up here, this puts me into to this area that I am, again, I came from, I think. So now I can just cruise through and absolutely obliterate every single thing. Come on, I believe in you. You can make it.
Why are you
As you might
doing
have
this
probably
anyway?
guessed, the game has hit a rather fascinating standstill where I don't even think it knows what's happening anymore. The map just doesn't make sense anymore. There are floating islands because it's just areas that I'm not supposed to have been in. All in all, I would say it is really just a wonderful experience. Finally, we are at the area before the shop. There's not really much else to do before we hit the shop, and besides, I think we could just go back anyways. Yes, there are multiple ways to get to the shop, and we can kind of just do this if we have to. Wait, creates cores after being overcharged? Oh, no.
Oh,
I do have
no.
enough money where I can pretty much just infinitely reroll, and I'm looking for a couple of things that I think might be a little interesting. There
Oh,
we go.
no.
Last thing I wanted was just a mortar, because I think if I put this on my right click, this should allow me to just self-damage myself in the corner. Oh my god, when I open tab, my body's just contorting because of all the vortexes. All right, I've optimized everything I possibly can. I think this is as good as I can physically get this whole thing to be. All right, everybody, good luck. Oh my god, oh, it's gone. My projectiles are just sitting here. Oh my.
That was last boss. It was. How many? 3, 4 seconds, and thank you. Goodbye.
God, my beam is permanently on screen.
Oh, no, he's still
actually
alive.
What's going on here? How are you not dead? The entire screen is covered in stuff. How are you alive? Okay.
Oh, no,
I
not
don't know
anymore.
how he lived for as long as he did. Fortunately, I got every single piece of HP back. Now, I know what you're thinking. We did it. We beat the heart. We killed this random guy. But the heart's not technically the final boss.
Oh,
To fight
I think the
secret
brain
final
is.
boss, we can re-loop to the start of the game. After nuking every wall to find a secret room, we can input a special movement code on these glyphs to start the quest line. Each of the different areas has their own piece of the final code, requiring us to fight back through the organs and refight the heart. Unfortunately, I forgot to get what we needed on the first go-round, so I am going to head over here and go endless. Back to the skin. Okay, nice. So here it is. Over by the secret room. Right, up, down, up, right, left. Whoa, it worked! So now we can enter this vein, and at the very end is this thing, which we need. Oh! Okay, I just accidentally killed the shopkeeper. Then, in the intestines, we need to enter the vein right here. Right, up, down, up, right, left. Then we pick this up, whatever that is. And the next one. And then finally, heart fight number 2, which has gone significantly in the same way as heart fight number 1. Okay, stop. The screen... Like, they're all bouncing off of each other. I stopped shooting like 30 seconds ago. Wait, attempting the combination hurts me each time? I mean, good thing I have infinite health. There we go. Got it. And now we unlock the final actual level of the game. The brain. Now, as much as we are on a loop,
oh, no.
I was gonna say, I wonder if this zone is gonna be tough. The items are pretty crazy. It seems like every single room in here is a boss. Unfortunately, every single room has also got me in it, and that is kind of the ultimate boss.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Oh, no. Acid kicks in. Oh, no. Just looking at this, it's starting to be sick. Oh.
Happened to my screen. Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. If we didn't kill this guy, he was probably going to die to one of the many ailments he seems to have. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have equipped myself with, I think like 13 weapons or something. This no longer really fits on the screen quite well. And now it is time to fight what was seemingly the brain. I guess he has damage and vulnerability right now. Good job, team. That was good. And pressing E is just blinding at this point. The audio will be lower for you guys, but it is like deafening for me. Also, finally, let's end this run before my eyes end themselves. Why is my screen also getting weird? Oh, right, we killed this guy. Oh, no, he's not dead. Never mind.
Oh, he changed into the zombie.
Wait, I don't have health insurance?
Pathogenic, very fun game. Would highly recommend. Thanks for watching. See you.
What was that? Oh, hello, Makari. What was that?